It's the Joe Padula Show, Clarksville's conversation.
Absolutely. I got to know what you guys think about this one. This is the teachers. Should they be teaching your kids about transgenders and gender identity? So let's take a look at it. Actually, we got a bill that's on the floor here in Tennessee. Let's check it out now on the Joe Padula Show. Absolutely. Make sure to subscribe, hit that notification bell, click that like, leave your comments, type them in. And yes, share this on your timeline now so you can piss off your friends. All right, let's go to the video.
Another bill has just passed the Senate that's strongly opposed by advocates for the LGBTQ community. This comes shortly after.
Real quick, her outfit. I like it. I don't think it's very comfortable, material-wise. She's kind of sexy, isn't she? You know who she looks like? She looks like Mayor Jim Durrett's wife. Mary Durrett, doesn't she?
Yeah, I see the similarities.
And
she's a very beautiful woman.
Let me take a couple steps back. I'm not saying Mary Durrett's sexy woman, Mr. Mayor, okay? I'm just saying, let's just play the video.
The Senate approved a different bill that banned transgender student athletes from competing under their gender identity. News Force 4 Sanders catches us up on this latest debate.
Mr. Clerk, take the vote.
I like that they use like the boxing bell, right? Ding, ding.
That's 24, 6.
All right, let's see. Bill Powers voted for.
Nice.
And where is...
I declare it passed.
A bill passes the Senate that would have teachers reach out to parents and tell them 30 days in advance about curriculum involving sexual orientation or gender identity. The bill would allow parents to write a request for the student to be excused from the lessons and have an alternate lesson.
It's anti-intellectual to say that we don't want to learn about certain things.
Wait, that's how you do your news interview? What the hell's going on with that? For those
new age.
Yeah, for those listening just via audio, iHeart. By the way, download the free app iHeartRadio, the Joe Padula Show. Follow along. But the person, the elected official, is doing a Zoom call on their phone, but the news channel is just shooting the newscast, the reporter's phone on the steps of the Capitol. I can't. Just move forward.
Dr. Marissa Richmond teaches history and women's and gender studies at MTSU. She says the bill creates a situation that could be very hard for LGBTQ students.
To say there's something wrong with your community, there's something wrong with you, it does create a stigma. It does.
Who does this teacher look like? Ever see the dinosaurs? Not the mama.
Oh, the dad?
No, I think it looks like the grandma.
The grandma.
Yes, right?
I just showed that series to my kids.
Yeah, not the mama.
They watched it all weekend long.
Oh, so it holds water, the dinosaurs.
Yeah.
Yeah. That was on TGI Friday.
Yes.
Yeah. Yes.
I remember.
Yes.
Right. Lawyer Wayne, not the mama? Oh, sorry.
You got to unmute me.
Yeah, my bad.
I've never really seen that show.
And I'm so glad you're promoting Casey Bryan in local Clarksville.
Why am I promoting?
Isn't that great?
Yes.
All right, just a real quick to catch you up, Lawyer Wayne.
Yeah.
There's a bill on the floor here in Tennessee that deals with teachers and what the law will be on teaching students about gender identity and transgender items.
Okay.
Right.
Create a sense of shame.
A rep for the bill's sponsor, Senator Paul Rose, told News 4 Rose isn't available to speak with us today. Before the vote, both Rose and co-sponsor Senator Pody spoke about why they wanted to see the bill passed.
Give parents a much-needed voice.
It is not up to government, it's not our role to dictate how and what a parent would say is appropriate for their children or not their children.
Richmond believes legislation like this could have consequences for Tennessee.
More and more businesses are going to bypass Tennessee. We lose that economic investment. We
Not the mama. I can't get out of my head.
No.
I can't. I'm sorry.
lose those tax dollars.
I'm for it.
Wait. Lose what tax dollars?
Business tax dollars.
How?
Oh, because they're saying that the woke culture will force
Businesses will try to sway
corporations
legislation by...
Oh, so now you want a strong arm. Is that what you're saying? You're trying to bully?
Corporate America has our best interests at heart.
No,
Yeah.
lawyer.
They used to
Stirring that
influence
pot already.
they used to influence politicians by doing things like
It's funny.
sending lobbyists and bribing them, but
And breaking
now they could
their
just, you know.
Yeah.
It's interesting how the far left, it used to be hate the corporation, they're not for the common folk, and now they are all pro-corporation and all on board for whatever they can do.
Right.
It's crazy.
And what a parent would say is appropriate for their children, not their children.
Richmond believes legislation like this could have consequences for Tennessee.
More and more businesses are going to bypass Tennessee. We lose that economic investment. We lose those tax dollars.
I'm Forrest Sanders.
I don't think so. Like the Major League, because Georgia just, enacted the Voter Integrity Act, which is great, in my opinion.
I heard about that.
But so Major League Baseball moved the All-Star game out of Atlanta. Do you know where they moved it to?
Where?
A state with even stricter voting rules and regulations.
Heard that too.
Colorado. It's all fake. The wokeness is fake. All right. Nonetheless,
For Nashville.
that's the end of our opinions on this. So let's go to the panel. No, veteran Phil's not here. Let's do.
Where's Phil?
There we go. All right. So, hey, Lawyer Wayne, how are you?
Hey, Joe.
Okay. So this bill, teachers will have to reach out to parents to tell them 30 days in advance about curriculums involving sexual orientation or gender identity. So, and the bill would also allow parents to write the request for the student to be excused from the lessons and have an alternate lesson. Okay?
What's the alternate lesson?
That's a great question.
Probably some math or something.
Ask it again, Crystal.
What's the alternate lesson?
Like, do the parents get to pick it?
Yeah. Or are you giving my child more homework because I chose to take him out of this class?
You got kids, right?
Yeah.
What are your thoughts as a parent?
I mean, honestly, I mean, it's up to me to talk to my children. If they have questions, then come to me. I should be the first person you come to. And I know in schools, public schools, you're going to have those exposures. But, I mean, if my kids have questions, I'd like to have that open door with them.
You would like to handle it yourself, not a teacher, really?
I would. I would like to know what the curriculum is going to be, though.
Yeah, of course.
I mean, what's the curriculum? What's the discussion?
Because
how is it going to be discussed? How in depth is this going to be?
What I find interesting.
And at what age?
Yeah, what age? Yes. What age is this all going on at? And also, I think it's interesting that if they're going to be talking about gender identity, that it's parents that don't want their kids to be talking about gender identity, they're the ones that have to go to a different course. And it's not the other way around. Lawyer Wayne, do you know what I'm talking about?
I have no idea. I was homeschooled. I homeschool all my kids. I don't see how folks do it. I understand that not everyone has the ability to homeschool.
Yeah.
And I feel bad about that.
Uh-huh.
I think we probably ought to do some kind of like, I don't know, give people vouchers so that they can afford to homeschool.
Or
maybe, use a voucher to choose a school of your choice.
Homeschool's the way to go now.
Right.
I mean,
You want to send your kids to go learn, whatever it is you want them to learn? I think ought to be able to do that. It's hard to do that when they take your money and say you go to our school.
Like, what I'm trying to say is I find it very awkward that if a teacher is going to have a topic about gender identity, which I don't know why that's even brought up what class is that being brought up in? Is that going to be math? Is that going to be science? I mean,
With biology or something like that.
Biology?
But see, you don't teach biology until you're in high school. So that's what I'm saying. What age are you introducing these questions?
But then on top of it, you got it. So it's if you want your child to be excused from such a, dare I say, radical type of topic, they have got to be excused and not the topic.
Let's say, for example, you're a parent that thinks there are lots and lots of genders, right?
Yeah.
Maybe gender's a big spectrum. Perhaps there's an infinite number of genders. You would want to know, I would presume, if your kid's about to go to school and the teacher's going to get them in and say, well, there's only two, right? A parent might want to know that ahead of time. And if you're homeschooling, okay, great. You keep your kid at home, you teach them about whatever genders you want them to know about. Maybe there's secret genders we don't know about that only you want to tell them about. I don't know. But when you give control up to the teacher, some teacher comes in like, all right, kids, there's boys and there's girls, there's tomboys and there's sissies. That's about it. Move on to the next topic. You'd want to know that because you might not agree with that statement.
Bang. Again.
I have no kids.
Say this was happening back in your school. They started talking like this back in the day.
It depends. Some kids probably wouldn't have been in the class, but some would have. You know, depends on the parents and their religion. So
I don't know. I would be the kid giggling in the back.
Oh yeah,
jokes.
believe that was going
like
on
all day. Like, do these teachers not get it? Like even in high school, if this is just a high school thing.
Oh, jokes.
Like there's just going to be non-stop jokes. Like detention's going to go up if gender identity is brought up in class. Right. Like, hey, you know, hey, Timmy, you better pay attention.
I feel like bullying will go up that day.
Guaranteed.
Bullying will go up high that day.
The smart asses are awaiting this topic to be brought up.
There are going to be a bunch of new identities the next day, I'm sure.
Yes, agreed.
I've discovered a new gender.
Yes.
What would that be?
It's like the cutie marks on My Little Pony. You guys are familiar with My Little Pony Friendship is Magic.
Yeah.
When you reach a certain age, go through basically pony puberty. They each get a cutie mark, and it's something to their individual personality. Like you might have a lightning bolt or
what about
spoon or a.
What about My Little Bronies?
And I think of those as being kind of like genders. Like when you grow up, you discover what your gender is. It's like your cutie mark for My Little Pony.
Okay, the cutie mark, yeah.
Yeah.
My Little Pony I had, well, let me rephrase this. I grew up with 3 sisters, so I also had a My Little Pony when they had one, so we can all play together.
Right.
And I had Apricot. It was My Little Pony.
Apricot.
Apricot.
You mean Applejack?
Applejack. Good for you.
Okay.
I was trying to think.
So Apricot was.
I'm not saying there's no pony out there named Apricot.
Yeah.
There very well might be. That's not one of the big 7.
Bay, don't think of me differently.
No.
Because I had Applejack.
No.
You're just a good brother.
Yeah. And
I know I said 7, folks. I'm counting Spike. I know. The main 6, but there's the main. Get it, main? The main 6.
Lawyer Wayne's got 9 kids, so he gets a pass. All right. Well, let us know what you think. Keep those comments coming. Don't forget to share this on your timeline and in your groups.
Post your gender in the comments.
Yeah. What do you identify as? Okay. And how many genders are there? Write it down. Type it out. Let us know. Maybe we're wrong. I think there's only 2.
I think there's 26 because that's how many letters of the alphabet we have.
I go by biology, but hey, some people, they choose when to use science, when not to. But we'll get into that another one.
It's the Joe Padula Show. Bada bing. Clarksville's conversation.